We've had our 2022 Tesla Model X for over 3 years, and it's time to give an update on our ownership experience. I'll repeat what I've said in our 1 and 2 year updates, which is yes, we would buy our Model X all over again if given the chance. In this video, I'll go over how living with our Model X has been in year 3, and if you're watching this, there's a good chance you're trying to decide between a brand new Model X or a pre-owned Model X. So later on, I'll tell you what I think about the 2026 Model X and how it compares to our 2022. In our third full year with the Model X, we took it to Mammoth Lakes, California from Southern California in August. On the way up, we charged the Model X on a version 4 supercharger for the first time, which just happened to be at the Tesla diner. Tesla really nailed the futuristic diner vibe, and the food was actually pretty good. We used FSD 12.6.4 both on the highways to Mammoth and for the first time on gravel roads to get to Mono Lake and the Hot Creek geologic site. Okay, so we're headed to the Hot Creek geological site, about 15 minutes outside of Mammoth. So we're back on gravel roads. FSD's handling the driving and seems to be doing just fine without the lane markings again. So great job, Tesla. On the drive to Mammoth, we also used the weather radar maps to track precipitation between our supercharger stops. So we're about 5 minutes away from our next supercharger stop, and we have the Doppler radar display up. And as you can see, there's kind of this big rain cloud over here. But the nice thing about the display is it predicts where the rain is going to be falling. So it looks like it might be raining when we're supercharging. We'll see if that actually comes true. But it's a nice feature to have on the Tesla display to see if there's any precipitation in your area. We also experienced driving an elevation gain of over 5,000 feet, driving between Bishop and the ancient bristlecone forest. During the drive, we tried using Grok for the first time, and it was able to describe the sights we were seeing. Hey Grok, can you tell us about the dark-colored rocks that we're driving past in off the 395?
I'm assuming you're referring to Highway 395, since there's no highway in this area, and you're cruising through the desert around Ridgecrest, California. The dark-colored rocks you're seeing are likely basalt, a common igneous rock around here. It's fine-grained, dark gray to black.
In terms of maintenance and repairs, we had the second row seat adjusted for a squeaking sound under warranty and replaced the windshield wipers. Considering that our comprehensive warranty ends after 4 years, we also had Tesla conduct a thorough inspection of the vehicle, and luckily nothing of concern was found. Even the original tires are still holding up well, despite other Model X owners complaining of premature wear. It probably helps that we don't accelerate and brake very hard. Other than the $500 inspection fee and the cost of the new wiper blades, we haven't spent anything on maintenance in year 3. The one glaring downside to our 3 years of ownership is the blazing fast depreciation. We paid about $89,000 for our Tesla Model X in 2022, and if we were to trade it in today in December of 2025, we would be lucky to get $55,000 for it, which brings us to an interesting question. In late 2025 or 2026, would you buy a 3-year-old Tesla Model X or a new one? On the surface, the new 2026 Model X doesn't look very different from the 2022 Model X, and since most of the vehicle specifications, drivetrains, dimensions, and trims are the same as of December 2025, I'll focus on the few things that are different. The current Model X now comes with the Lux package, which includes free supercharging, full FSD, windshield and tire protection packages, and premium connectivity as included, and you can't opt out of this package. But it comes at a cost, as the non-Plaid Model X is now about $100,000, about $10,000 more than our purchase price. The big change is the use of AI4 hardware, including a front bumper camera, which allows the new Model X to run the latest FSD software, unlike our 2022 Model X, which only has Hardware 3 and previous generation cameras, and likewise is currently capped at FSD 12.6.4. In addition, Tesla added ambient lighting to the dashboard and doors, and rear display in the 2026 Model X is larger than the display in our 2022 Model X. But there's also a couple of features that our 2022 Model X has that the new Model X's no longer have, and that's the ultrasonic parking sensors and the ability to run Steam Deck. So what's the verdict? I think that if you value FSD and money is no object, obviously we want to go for the newest technology and the most recent vehicle. So 2026 Model X would probably be the one that you want to go for. However, if FSD is not really that important to you and you're looking more for a value proposition, you're looking to get a Model X for probably cheaper than some of the variants of the current Model Y, I think you really need to take a look at the 2022, 2023 Model X's. You could probably get one in the $50,000 range. I mean, the only thing is you have to make sure you do your due diligence to make sure that the vehicle that you're getting is of a quality spec, that the owner took care of it, because there's a pretty big variation in the quality of the used Model X's out there, especially with the Falcon Wing doors. That's a very high vulnerability touch point on the Model X's. Some work really well, and others require full rebuilds or repairs because there's just a lot of variability in how Tesla manufactured these vehicles from month to month. I know some people that got really great Model X's just like ours that have no problems over the long term, and other people that had buybacks. So it really depends on the luck of the draw when the vehicle was made, how the owner took care of it. So those are some of the risks that you kind of take on as you pick up a Model X that's used. If you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate it. And if you're interested in purchasing a Model X or any other Tesla, there are links in the description below. And if you use our referral code, we'll get some rewards and help you get either some discounts on your vehicle or get free FSD. The incentives change over time, so those are what's available in December of 2025. So those are subject to change. I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks.